Welcome to another episode of Watch Months Over. My name is Big E. Happy Father's Day. Today we're going to be looking at one of my newest acquisitions. I purchased this new old stock from Inventory Adjusters, and this is the Seiko Transocean Chronograph Automatic. Now, the reason why I purchased this is because automatic chronographs, Seikos, are pretty rare. The only other one I know about is the I think it's called the Anata or something, and I'll put a picture of that up over here. And that was a $4,700 watch, and the technology on that watch isn't as good as this one, and they have the same movement. So this watch is a pretty big watch. Let's get the dimensions out of the way real quick. The thickness on my calipers, right around 16. It's not that thick. Lug to lug, it's hard to find a place to measure this. Lug to lug is just about 47. The bezel is going to be, the bezel is less. The bezel is about 44. And then the first link on an integrated bracelet, that is going to be about a 23. Let's measure the crown. The crown is about 7 millimeters. That's nice and beefy, and the chronograph crowns are just about the same size. Now, this watch is really special, and you'll see that as we talk about it. I'll put the model number up here, and I'll put the specs up while we talk about this watch. Now, Seiko chronographs are very hard to come by in the automatic section. Now, this has a 8R movement with a 45-hour power reserve, and it's running at 8 ticks a second, which is 4 hertz. And this watch is packed with technology. It's anti-magnetic, the 4800 AM. It has a coated anti-reflective flat crystal on there. I'm moving a little bit so we can see that. It has a solid captured ceramic zirconium bezel. Listen to that. It sounds like a gun going off. A machine gun. That's crazy. And there's no backplay. Everything on this watch lines up perfectly. You can see the rehault lines up perfectly. And speaking of rehalts, the rehault is kind of unique because it has that stadium style effect with the cutouts in there. See if we can get close to see that. See the cutouts? So everything lines up on this one perfect, and it has a beautiful sunburst blue dial. Now, getting back to the zirconium ceramic bezel, that is a solid piece of ceramic, and that's captured. So you have a screw right here and a screw right here. So you can't bump or just knock this off. This has to be taken apart to get the bezel off. It's not a snap-on bezel. And you also see it has a luminous pip at 12 o'clock. Now all this has been laser engraved. Let's see if I can get up close. You can see that. There you go. It's been all laser engraved. And you get a bevel right here on there. And Seiko has done a wonderful job engraving cutting out the grip, the knurling for this. It's just an awesome piece. Now, like I said, everything on this watch is heavy duty. Look at the crown. Heavy duty, big crown, screwed down crown guards. It has a ceramic cabochon for the crown, and then the other two pushers are just stainless steel, but they're also excellently knurled. Now, if we look at the back of this, look at the back of the crown stocks. Look how beefy they are. They're all equal size. It just looks like some 16-inch guns off of a warship. And then look how the crown guard is cut out to fit right in there. See that? So those crown guards are screwed in, and then this two-piece case also is screwed in. See right there? So when you unscrew these 4 screws, the case is like a it sits down in this chassis. So these lugs and everything come off of the case. Now you have excellent polishing and brushing, and you have this polygonal type lugs. You have real nice polishing that looks really close to Zeratu polishing, and this is a $3,000 watch. Now, another thing about this watch that I feel it could have been better is that this watch is subject to only be used with this bracelet, unless you get a custom bracelet made. This is an integrated stipe tile type bracelet, which can be interchanged, but you will get a good fit on this because every link is adjustable. You can see that. Even though it's pins and sleeves, every link, you see that? They can come out. So it's easy to get a good fit with this. You have a standard diving extension on here, and I'll show you how it fits on my 7.25-inch wrist. That's how it fits. That's the down the barrel shot. This is a real nice piece. I love putting this in my collection. I like having unique stuff, and it doesn't get too more unique than a Seiko diving chrono. Now, to start and stop the chronograph, they're locked. This is a little different. You have to screw it in to unlock the chrono, not out. So to unlock it, you screw them in, and then it stops with no jitter or anything because this has a column wheel, a chronograph, and a vertical clutch, which means if you like that second hand ticking, you can leave it running with no hazard to the movement. So that's a pretty good feature on there too. Stop it, reset, everything's great. This is a JDM model, so this is a Japan domestic model. So these are not ever they were never shipped to America, but you know, you can get anything through the internet now. And I got this one new old stock from Inventory Adjusters. But this is it's just a lovely watch, Transocean, and I'm putting this in my permanent collection because it is hard to find Seiko divers. Like I said, only 2 that I know of is this one and the Anata. The other one was on a limited run of 700, and it was very expensive. These ones, you can pick them up for around $2 grand, but I believe they were $2,900 new. And let's take a look at the Lume. And you got Seiko Lume Bright. And I do believe this is an old formula, but it is still formidable. That's the Lume. And you also get a lumed second hand. See the pip on there? You also get that. That's also Lume too. Beautiful, beautiful. So this is the Seiko Transocean, and that's the watch once over for this week. Let me know how you like this watch. It has a beautiful blue sunray dial. Let me highlight that again before I go. That dial is awesome. You don't get much prettier than that. That is beautiful. And this is also dye shield coated. And it also has a DiaShock system in there. So that's the watch once over for this week. My name is Big E. Let me know what you think about this. I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.